Grudges to settle. At the Rotten Guttery. Apparently they abducted a couple succubi and now we have to get them back. A wounded soldier raises his arm with a plaintive shout. Don't kill me, I'll tell you everything. You finally have an opportunity to get a better look at your opponents. They're not demons, but visitors from other planes. Judging by their gear, they are experienced and highly paid mercenaries. Who are you? We are Torlek's crew. I mean, it's my crew, I'm Torlek. But here we're called the Rotten Guttery Gang. It's a dumb name, but it helps us blend in with the demon rebel here. Keeps anyone from prying into our business. We're mercenaries who came to the Abyss on a job, but when we realized what Alushnira was like, we couldn't bloody believe it. There's so much gold to be made here. Demons are loose cannons. You can't trust them with delicate or sensitive jobs. Even if they don't screw it up, they'll run their mouth about it. If someone needs a job done quickly, quietly, and without fail, they come to us. Our specialties are disappearances, setups, and abductions. You folks aren't from the Abyss, are you? Yeah. No demons in our crew. It's a matter of principle. Interesting. You aren't? And then positive yeah. Usually humans would have said no. But it would have been the wrong answer. Most humans do this mistake. When getting asked a negative question, you don't negate it. That's strong, sure, but crazy and unpredictable if you want to answer in a positive way, you know. But crazy and unpredictable. There were a few times we nearly finished a job, neat and clean, and then everything went sideways because some horn freak wanted to have some fun. Why did you attack me? Shivaro, the Lily-Two from the 10,000 Delights, found us and paid us to take you out. Oh, yeah, that? Okay. She said she'd get you here, and all we'd have to do is crack your skull open. But that bitch neglected to mention that you wouldn't go down easy. You've cracked more than a few skulls yourself, I can tell. Of course, we could really use the gold right about now. Some scum broke into our lair and cleared us out. That was us. But we would have never messed with you. Where are the succubi you captured? There are no succubi here. It was a trick. Shivaro's ruse to lure you here. We'd never kidnap those bitches. They'll screw your brains out, take all your money, and call it a weekend well spent. All succubi should be drowned, that's what I think. I'll get lost, I'm letting you go. Without wasting time on thanks, the wounded mercenary leaps to his feet and, course his look at you, runs away. Well, we're going to make Shivaro pay. That one... Oh, full plate, heavy shield, warhammer. Oh, that one looks very good. Nice. Lustrous sellsword, blah. That's a nice color.
Into the fray.
Is not an option.
Surrender or else.
Oh, sellsword. Okay. Yeah, we cleared this one here out. What? I don't know who did that. I've never heard of anyone clearing out certain places. Oh! Is the Bad Luck Tavern. Perfect. Again? But where? You heard this sound. It means another one. Something's here, but I have no idea how to get up there.
We do it my way.
Whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
Follow if you dare.
We're going to make her pay. We still have this quest line for our murderous sociopathic companion. Maybe we can do that quest after we talk to the madam? Odd. We can't initiate any of this. Not yet.
I do what I must.
Welcome to the 10,000 Delights. I've been to the Rotten Guttery. Your hired assassins were no match. The lady who latches onto your consciousness, her face contorts into a tense grimace, but you manage to fend her off with a determined effort. You piece of shit. Why couldn't you just go quietly and die? You've caused nothing but trouble. Damn you for all the suffering you've caused Minago and me. But you try to set me up. The lady's rage is like a stream of liquid fire burning through your mind. She tries to hurt you, but you manage to restrain her. You are Minago's enemy. Oh, my sweet Minago. Vile Golarian. You'll pay for standing in our way. Of course, Minago was the mistress of this establishment before her. So you and Minago are lovers? Demons do not know love. The demon snaps at you. Certainly not the kind you have on your stupid Golarion, but Minago and I, we're closer than most demons ever get. We were bound by passion. At times we irritated each other so much that we separated, but we were always drawn back to one another. We each became a drug to the other, and then you showed up and started hassling Minago. Tell me the story of you and Minago. The demon's rage fades. She speaks bitterly and sincerely as if in confession. I always loved to sow chaos, whereas Minago wanted to rule over it. She once usurped me in my own scheme, snatched it right from under my nose, and reaped its fruits for herself. The gauntlet had been thrown. We spent long months trying to kill each other. We were both impressed by the other's passion, and he became addicted to it. No one has ever wanted to destroy me with such fervor. Once I tried to kill her in her bed as she slept. The fight somehow turned to sex, yet it was so much more than sex. In the morning we both realized we were bound by our craving for each other. Of course we do still try to kill each other. Minago can be insufferable and I'm not much better. But if one of us ever succeeded, it would be a terrible blow to whoever survived. I know demons should not have such feelings, but there's nothing I can do about it. Could true demons truly fall in love? Albeit in their own terrifying way? It's believed their hearts have no capacity for love. But you and I both know light is stronger than darkness, and it can shine even the most impenetrable gloom. I recently met Minago here in Alushinira. Yet again she tried to attack me, and yet again she failed. Shivaro doesn't answer, but a vicious hissing escapes her throat. Minago is a powerful-as fool, and you can't do anything to me either. With a dull howl, the lady attacks you. Her claws seem to grow and sharpen before your eyes. The guard's chain collar clanks. He aims the wand at Shivaro and states in an uncompromising, slightly vindictive voice, "Brawling is prohibited. No exceptions. Please proceed with the exit." On rules. The demon activates his wand, and Shivaro, howling helplessly, is instantly transported to the streets of Alushinira. Talk to Shivaro's successor. Herax. Looks like Shivaro's throne stands empty, and we are supposed to choose a new leader. I regret that we must ask our guests to leave the 10,000 Delights temporarily, where very soon our doors will be open to you once again. Okie dokie.
Whatever.
Honey Chunka, no. Yes, but this game is not that kind of game. That would be too realistic. So do I have to leave this establishment? Okay. It would be wise to talk with them to figure out where the pernicious demoness can be found. So let's get out of here, and then we're going to enter again. Let's see if that one is already enough in terms of time.
We do it my way.
Ah, you're greeted by a succubus whose appearance is striking, to say the least. Her flawless skin, graceful figure, and aristocratic face would have made her a true beauty if not for the terrible fresh scars. A jagged scar runs across her cheek, cutting through her scarlet sensual lips and under her high cheekbone. How can her skin be flawless if she has scars? A heckload of them. Her left eye is a grey cataract surrounded by wounds from some caustic substance. The succubus's wings are tattered rags. Nevertheless, she behaves imperiously and with dignity, and those around her treat her with respect. The succubus sounds playful and relaxed. Welcome to the 10,000 Delights. My name is Harax, and I am the new madam here, thanks to you. You rid us of that insolent upstart Chivaro, sending her after her haughty lover Minago. So you can consider me in your debt. Know that you will always be welcome here, and my gift will be proof of that. With a graceful movement, the demoness hands you a gold coin. Herax's golden coin. With this, every Arch will recognize you as my favorite guest and teleport you here. If you wish to spend the night, have some fun, or restock your supplies, come to me. Don't waste your time on my little crooks. Leaning closer with a confident smile, the demoness whispers sensually, and if you rid us of Shivaro, my gratitude will know no bounds. I think that bitch is hiding somewhere in the lower city. Can you take care of her for me, my love? I want to know more about this place and its owner. Do you mean the former Madam of the 10,000 Delights, or the new one? The succubus winks with her one working eye. Who are you? To everyone else, I am the respected Madam of the 10,000 Delights, the protector and patron of the Palace of Pleasures, the strongest who lives here, the one who has earned the right to replace Shivaro on the throne. But you, honey, just call me Alex. Succubus's smile is both seductive and unsettling. You look awful. What happened to you? Alex lightly waves it off. You mean my scars? Ugh, a trifle. I'm a succubus. We all beautiful and charming. We aren't bothered by the old odd questions that haunt your kind. What if I'm not attractive? Or what happens once my beauty fades? This is why we're not as obsessed with our looks as you mortals. Have I ceased to be gorgeous because of a few scars? Flaunting her wounds, the succubus tilts back her head and laughs a pleasant, arousing sound. I left these scars to serve as a reminder of how I got where I am. As a reminder for others, that is. Now the smug scum will think twice before challenging my authority. I also have scars, but mine are different. My scars are for memory, and yours are for protection. You hide behind them like a shield. What can you tell me about Shivaro and Minago? At first we thought those two would tear each other apart. Shivaro was in charge here for a long time, and no one bothered her because everyone knew who she was. Then Baphomet's minion Minago showed up. They fought, oh how they fought! Then they started to conspire and plot against one another. They sent assassins, then they drew their enemies into a proxy war against each other. By the end they were obsessed. They went from sworn enemies to partners and took over the 10,000 Delights. They started walking around hand in hand, cooing at each other. After that they rarely tried to kill each other. Why is this place so named? Because this name distinguishes the way my palace differs from a common brothel or tavern. This is the sovereign territory of every imaginable pleasure and joy. Most of my domain is hidden from prying eyes. Behind every door is a corridor with other doors like this one. We stand in the center of a small labyrinth dedicated to hedonism. No matter your taste in alcohol, sexual gratification, topics of conversation, music and drugs, you will find like-minded individuals here. Anyone who knows anything about pleasure flocks here, bringing their sophisticated tastes and proclivities. Do you have anything for sale? Indeed, I have several items that were forgotten here by our clientele. Some of the forgotten items Harax is selling are stained with blood, and 2 of the rings bear the characteristic scratches of being cut off a dead body along with the fingers. Ay ay ay. Deep rip. Okay, dagger. Blah, repelling bracers. Too touchy. Deathbed servant. Flail. Rascal's goggles. Ooh. Lizard's tail. Polymorph effect. Blah. Final glance. Elven curved blade. Two-handed. Shock elven curved blade against blinded enemies. Whenever the wielder of this blade lands the first hit in a round, the enemy's power become blinded. Oh. Okay. Deathly arousal. Choker protects the wearer from losing their head, not only in bed. Once per day, whenever the enemy deals the wearer a killing blow, the choker restores them 50 HP and makes all enemies... Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, that's like an ankh. Per day. That's not bad. Scarlet Allure. Devastating by beauty. Ooh. Headband of Reshaping. Caster level. Transmutation School. Omelette. Blood Vial. Demonic Heart. Wait, what was that? Inner Sight. Immunity against blindness and gaze attacks. Whistling Killer. Dart. Sonic Damage. Okay. So let's ask her what she can offer us. I'm looking for some company. What can you offer me? Each of my charges is a true master of their craft. Years of training in a range of arts, from oratory to the intricacies of sensual massage, have turned talented apprentices into true artists. No one on any plane can compete with them in the art of pleasing both body and soul. Perhaps you'd enjoy the spark of cheerful madness granted by the Fae known as the Mad Glowworm. Her temper is mild, her laughter rouses both body and mind, and the feeling of lightness a night with her gives you more than compensates for the terrible hangover in the morning. Perhaps your heart trembles at the sight of the wild strength and bestial power embodied in our unbridled Rockhorn. Like every incubus, he is strong, fierce, and incomparable in bed, but be warned, at the peak of passion, he does not hold back. The sinners, a trier of succubi who knows no morality and no boundaries, convey their warmest greetings and congratulations on your victory over Gelderfang. They are pleased you accept their invitation and will gladly shower you with their kisses. You will drink their lust while they quench their thirst with your life. Monovet Honeytongue didn't earn her nickname by giving speeches. Of course she can entertain you with conversation if you so wish, but her tongue, sinuous and twisting like a snake, will inject the venom of pleasure into your body. She knows no shame. She's a slave to her own lust and passion, and she is insatiable. So try to quench the flames of desire burning inside her. Every guest is the master of their own pleasure. Usually it starts with wine and conversation. After that, they choose what they like, and all my charges have their own ways of entertaining guests. Intimacy based on payment instead of sincere fondness makes a mockery of honorable feelings. It will degrade you, not to mention those unfortunate creatures, especially those who trade their bodies under duress. It is not my place to preach sermons on chastity, but listen to one who spent many years in this place and experienced everything there is to try. This is not a house of pleasure. This is a house of pain, filth, and lies. The pleasures they promise leave scabs and sores. Take pity on yourself and leave this place. We need time to choose. Don't know where to look first. I understand completely. We have some true gems here. I just want to spend the night here. One night will cost you 5,000 gold coins. More expensive than other places, yes, but I personally guarantee your safety. Interesting. Why would we do that if we can just safely sleep in the Nexus? Interesting. Loot. Paizo, elemental essence. Shadow facts. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
10,000 delights. Okay. That's the portal. So we are not going to do anything, but Nocticular, yes, Camellia. So we need to get Camellia. Nexus, perfect. And then we're going to do her quest. Even though that might take a while, so I'd say it's a story for another episode. Or we can just do it now. The lights. I mean, she's definitely a maniac. I mean, I don't believe this story with a ghost and Golarion restoring. She's just a murderous psychopath. My friend Camellia would like to avail herself of your brothel's special services. Camellia lowers her voice so that only you and Herax can hear her. The ones that are offered in the deepest levels of the brothel, the ones where a purchased slave takes the form of whoever my heart desires, where everything is possible. Let me guess, she wants the slave to look like us and then she's going to gut us. The slave? The fuck? I hope not, but she speaks the last words in a whisper. Ah, Camellia, I've heard about you. Have you finally decided to have a slave transformed for you? We'll extract the image from your subconscious and recreate it in every detail. You will not regret it. This pleasure is well worth the price of 10,000 golds. You will see this for yourself. Camellia winces and glances at you. I was promised no one would mention my previous visits. Preview! Aha! Then again, I don't know why I expected demons to be true to their word. Wait, Camellia, you've been here before? Camellia sighs and casts a sidelong look at the smiling Harak. Yes, I have several times. I've visited while our party was resting. I killed several pleasure slaves, but their deaths gave neither Mireia nor me any real relief, so I thought it would be good for me to come here with you. If I perform the ritual while you're watching, I hope that Mireia will accept the sacrifice. It's just that sacrifice back in Dresden when you learned my secrets. Just like that. Camellia stutters, searching for the right word for a long moment. I believe Mireia likes you, my friend. I believe that she will be more willing to accept the sacrifice if you witness it. And tonight, I shall pay for an additional service, so the victim will take the form Mireia wants. I am certain she will be pleased. Herax, will we really be allowed to kill your slave? Of course, it is included in the cost of the service. Besides, such slaves are cheap, as their lifespan is so short. However, for an additional fee of 5,000 gold, I can replace an ordinary slave with a homunculus, a soulless creature made of flesh. We keep a few here for special occasions. A homunculus? I don't like that idea, my friend. I've heard they are hard to distinguish from real people, but I do not want to deceive Mireia. The slave you're going to provide. Who are they? Where are they from? Herax raises her eyebrow in surprise. What an odd question. I don't know. I've never cared to ask. Why would you ask the name of the chicken you're going to eat for dinner? It's difficult to tell for whom this remark was intended. As usual, Camellia's face gives nothing away. Interesting. So we can do this with a homunculus without becoming evil. We will use this service of yours, Herax. Prepare a homunculus for us. Camellia purses her lips and shakes her head. Well, if you insist, let it be a homunculus. I just hope Mireia will spot the difference. Herax takes the money and smiles seductively. Excellent choice, Camellia. Here's the key to the back room. Your homunculus waits for you there in the guise your heart secretly longs to see. Enjoy.
I'm off!
Whatever.
A trivial task.
First, you don't understand what is happening in the room. All you can make out in the gloom is a writhing, snarling, squelching tangle of bodies, but your eyes slowly adjust to the dim light. You notice that the body trying to break free of the claws does not belong to a demon. You cannot see the face pressed against the demon's stomach, the demon whose tongue is lolling in ecstasy. A wall of naked backs prevents you from making sense of what's happening, but you get the feeling that you know this person. Grown Nabasu. The demon standing with his back to you turns around and freezes. His claws break the skin on the unknown mortal's thigh. Rivulets of blood trickle to the floor, but there are no screams of pain. Sensing a lull in proceedings, the victim raises their head and you finally see their face. Your face. What? There is no expression, no emotion on the face. Interesting, so they wanted to kill us. That was the service I paid for. The features are slightly off, like in a portrait painted from memory. The demon opens its mouth and, in one movement of its powerful jaws, rips the face from its skull, leaving behind a bloody mess of gaping holes. Then the demon turns to you. What? Have they sent a new commander? Good, cause this one's done. Come on in, homunculus. Been getting off to thoughts of the commander, I have you. That means you owe me. Leave your money and valuables and get out of my sight before I count to 3. 1. The demon's eyes bulge. The commander! It's the commander! Run! Let's just kick the shit out of him. You don't get it. If anyone's getting the shit kicked out of them, it'll be us. He won't even break a sweat. Run! Okay? The fuck?
We should move. I do what I must.
Whatever.
That's the end for our episode.